Hey, so now in this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 pros and cons of living in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get started. Now, if you're new to this channel, you want to know everything about sleeping, eating, dining, entertaining, shopping, all the good, the bad, the ugly that happens right here in Atlanta, Georgia, then subscribe to my channel below, hit the bell notification so you won't miss not one video. Listen, my name is Jacob Scott. I'm with the Jacob Scott Home Selling Team right here at eXp Realty. And I get a lot of emails and calls from people just like you that's moving here to Atlanta, Georgia. And I absolutely love it. It's my pleasure to help you transition, get you into the perfect community that's for you. And whether you're looking to make a move in the next 30 days or the next 90 days, feel free to reach out to myself and let me know what your goals are. Now let's get into these 5 pros of living in Atlanta, Georgia. Number 1 is the weather. I mean, here it is. We're in mid-January right now, and the weather is absolutely lovely. I mean, talking about it was like 56 degrees today. So, right, that's great. I mean, I'm from Illinois. My dad lives in Minnesota right now. It's like 50 below there. You know what I mean? I never forget when I first moved to Atlanta, and I had my triple fat goose on. I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, I can't wait to rock my goose in the A. And, you know, here comes October, November, December. I'm like, call my buddy, I'm like, yo, when is it supposed to get cold? He said, dude, you don't need that big coat. That's done. Give it to Goodwill. It's done. I mean, it don't get that cold. I mean, we literally have about 3 snow days per year. Now, the whole city will shut down. Whole city shutting down. No schools, no MARTA. Transportation is going to be at half capacity. The interstates is going to be jam-packed. I mean, if we get a little snow, people are going to be looking out the window. Everybody's going to be excited. It's crazy, but I mean, we don't have bad weather here at all. Now, don't get me wrong. The summertime, it does get hot. June, July, August, those months, it's blazing. It's blazing, but compared to like Florida, compared to Arizona, compared to Vegas, Mississippi, it gets hot there too. Even in my home state of Illinois, it gets hot in the wintertime. But overall, I think we have better weather here all year round. Number 2, the people. I can attest and say that the people are very friendly here, very nice, willing to help you. I mean, they actually wave. People are super friendly here. I mean, where I'm from, and I mean, maybe from where you guys from too. I mean, places like New York, Chicago, you start talking and waving to people and speaking to people and they don't know you, they looking at you like, what's up, partner? Do I know you? Right? So you got the Southern hospitality draw going on down here, and people are willing to help you in your career. They're willing to help you accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and they damn sure will invite you to church. So Atlanta people is very friendly, and it doesn't matter what ethnic group that you're actually from, there's a place for you here in Atlanta, and the people will embrace you. Pro number 3, the opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity right here in Atlanta, a lot. It always have been, at least since I've been here. I moved here in 1998, and I tell people all the time, you know, some of you guys may not like me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you can't make it here in Atlanta, you can't make it nowhere. Again, because of the people who are willing to help you in whatever your goal is, whatever your career path is, whatever business you're looking to start or grow or scale, people will give a helping hand. So the opportunity is great. Companies, all major companies are moving here. In fact, Atlanta is the home of 29 Fortune 1000 companies, and they're based right here. These are the top companies in the country, in the world. Here's another fun fact. The unemployment rate here is actually at a 2.8% versus the entire United States being at 3.9%. Let's talk about growth. According to the Labor Bureau statistics, They state that Atlanta future growth is at 46.8% versus the entire United States being at 33.5%. And to give you more data to back up the opportunity that's available, WalletHub.com ranked Atlanta at number 3 as far as the top cities to move to and launch your business, to jumpstart your career. And this is compared to 182 popular U.S. cities. Pro number 4, the entertainment. Now, when we talk about party, entertaining, Atlanta got it all. We have all the major sports teams: basketball, football, soccer, college, big college sports town, all the sporting. Now, if you want to go to plays, we have places such as the Fox Theater. We have the Roxy. If you're into fine arts and craft, we have the High Museum. If you're into being outdoors, there's always festivals in the spring and in the summertime. And we have the Dogwood Festival. We have the Piedmont Park Jazz Festival. We have the Caribbean Festival. I mean, we can go on and on. We have Wind Down Wednesdays, free at Centennial Park in the summertime. There's so much entertainment, food to eat, things to do here in Atlanta, Georgia. Pro number 5, affordability. Now, some of you guys like, I don't know about that, Jacob. It used to be affordable in Atlanta. Well, it is. It is. I remember back in 2005, again, I was in the market back then, so a real estate appraiser. But, I mean, back then, we would think property values was high then. Well, listen, guys, the fact of the matter is this. Property values are rising everywhere. And Atlanta is very affordable. And with that being said, the average homeowner here mortgages at $385,000, which is basically about $1,898 per month, according to Realty Hop Affordability Index, measuring the top 100 most popular cities. In that ranking, Atlanta is ranked number 40. Now, if you compare this number to the least affordable cities, can you guess what it is? Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? New York, where the average home is $970,000, or Miami, where the average home is $580,000, or, California, well, we're talking $3 million. No, I'm just joking. It's at $915,000 as well. That being said, Atlanta affordability and housing is great because here's what I know. See, that $385,000 home can get you a home starting at the minimum square footage of, say, like 1,200 square feet, depending on where you're located, but that all the way up to like 3,000 square feet. So there's locations and homes and places where you can literally get a 3,000 square feet home for $385,000. If you're in California, New York, or Miami, please comment below and let us know how much would a 3,000 square feet home cost there. Let me know. So the overall affordability here in Georgia is great. You can get a lot of house for your money, and you can even get the best of both worlds. Big house, land, the farther you go out in Georgia. Or if you want to be right in the city limits where everything is, you can still get you a nice condo with a really good square footage for $385,000. Now let's get into my top 5 cons of living in Atlanta. Number 1, the traffic. Listen, I don't care where you live here in Georgia, whether it's up 85, Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County areas such as myself, I-20 West, I-20 East, 285 perimeter, it don't matter. if you're traveling during rush hour or in the city, it don't matter. If you're traveling, there will be traffic. So where I live now, it takes about 35 minutes for me to get downtown with no traffic. Con number 2, limited public transportation. If you are coming from somewhere like Chicago, New York, a city with a strong transportation infrastructure, when you get to Georgia, you will be in for a huge surprise. Transportation is just not that great. In fact, MARTA, which is our public transportation, it doesn't go to all counties. I mean, you have to take the bus to a train to another bus, and it's just not that reliable. If you are moving here, then that's something to consider. Con number 3, well, I need a beach. No beaches here in Atlanta, no beaches. Now, if you want a beach, the closest beach is in Savannah, which is about 3 hours away. Now, we got lakes, got Lake Lanier, but that's a whole other story. But no beaches here. We have lakes, but no beaches. Con number 4, the humidity, the pollen, and the heat. Now, I know I just combined 3 downers into one, but that's the truth. Listen, I stated earlier, it gets hot here in Atlanta, but what's worse than hot is humidity, and what's worse than humidity is freaking pollen. Now, I never forget when I first moved here, I didn't know what pollen was. I would wake up, go out all night, wake up 11 o'clock, get up, go outside, and my car's filled with all this yellow dust. And I'm like, I thought it was the landscapers. I'm like, what the hell going on, man? Why is these people cutting grass around my car? And my buddy was like, man, dude, that's called pollen. Well, this pollen is flying, I'm talking about, this pollen it flies off the trees, and it's misty, and it have you sneezing and coughing, and your eyes red. Oh my God. So that's, for me, is huge because I have allergies. So if you got allergies and you move in here, you need to get your, shout out to Claritin D. Not the regular one. You need the high dose. And Flonasal. Hey, thank me later. The last con, number 5, is the disparity and the racial divide. Yes, it is real still here. I mean, there is a difference when it comes to education, when it comes to access, resources, restaurants. There's a difference in what you see when you're on the south side of town versus the north side of town. There is a difference. Even though we are doing better, and I think the city does a good job of trying to lessen the gap, there's still room for improvement, especially when it comes to the education and the school systems. We just find that on the south side of town, in the minority communities, the school system is just not great at all. And for those who can afford charter schools, private schools, it's great. But for those who can't, it's unfortunate. Listen, that's my top 5 pros and cons of living in Atlanta, Georgia. And whether you buy a $100,000 home here or a $3 million home here, my team and I would love to take care of you. God bless you, and have a great day.